yes. Okay. Then
Oh, Refritz is back. Hi. We are back. We just all had lunch. We hope you have had lunch too. Refritz, please don't tell me you're. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Please don't tell me you only ate the onion rice. Please tell me you ate something else. Do you eat anything else for lunch? I'm slightly against asking everyone for their what they had for lunch because I just had mine, and I know I will get hungry again if we just start talking about what we ate during lunch. Because nowadays that's the kind of person I am. I give my lunch money to my brother. I love my brother. Um, I would give him half, but I will not give him the whole thing. I would share food with him, but I will not give him all my lunch money. Um, because I'm a massive foodie, and every lunch is an opportunity to try new food. That's just the kind of person I am. Um, I had uh, is it maki-san for lunch? Do you guys know what maki-san is? Do you guys know what maki-san is? Like the it's sushi. It's sushi. I'm scared to say sushi because what if it's like gimbap? Then that would just be. I've never heard of it. No way. Maki-san is amazing. You can search it up. It's actually so nice. It's so yummy as well. Um, and even though it's one sushi roll, it's actually super filling. It's one of my ultimate favorites. I love it too. The choco sushi has on me is insane. But my brain is fuzzy right now because of the wasabi I took. Like, okay, the wasabi that they serve at Maki-san, it hits you straight in the head. It hits you straight in the head. If you feel it here, it doesn't even go past your nose. You just feel it here, like between your eyes, and then it goes straight to your head. It's not even funny anymore. Like my brain feels fuzzy right now. But it's a very satisfying sacrifice, no? For all the sushi lovers out there. Ouch, yeah, but it's satisfying for all the sushi lovers out there, and it helps to like wake you up. Sushi lovers out there. Second favorite sushi place, Genki. Genki. I love the fact that it's affordable, and I also love the fact that they have like a massive variety. I am a member, so I love all the promo discounts that come in, and it's like it's just great. It's just great. Love Genki. Favorite dish at Genki would have to be. I can't choose between the jellyfish and the sweet, but I know one thing that has no comparison is the cheesy mochi. The cheesy mochi. It is a mochi with cheese inside. Oh, wait, is it just me or the Wi-Fi is has isn't it's not? Oh wait, it's on. No, but I switched to data. That's why. Hmm. It's the writers that work Wi-Fi. It's not my fault. There was so many times that the Wi-Fi crashed, and a teacher had to crawl up to the top, readjust the entire thing halfway. I'm not even joking. And then they would say, "Everyone, Wi-Fi is going to go down," and everyone would just have to stop work and just wait like this. It is. I don't know what's happening to the Wi-Fi here. Okay, let's go through questions again. Okay, we are all full, very full. Okay. 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 18. Lena was worried about the exam. I'm always worried about exams. But apparently, I don't know. Does the fear of exams ever leave you? That is a very debatable question, alright? It's very debatable. I will tell you guys. I will tell you guys when the fear goes away. But for now, it hasn't. When I think about exams, it is still stress. Alright? Alright? Lena was still worried about the exam. She could not sleep. Okay? So again, out of her introduces. Let me just turn up the brightness. Give me a sec. Out of her introduces cause. Do note that it has to be a noun. See how much more energetic I am after I had my lunch. It's a food problem. It's always a food problem. Alright. So out of her blank about the exam, she could not sleep. Yeah, it is always a food problem. Okay, so okay, funny story that I'll tell you guys. Recently, so at first it was the blow thing, right? I told you guys about the blow thing. So I started a sport trying to, like, you know, get more exercise in, okay, because I thought at first it was, you know, fat. But apparently after I went, within 1 month, I completely slimmed down and I lost 3 kg. And it was, yeah, the face alone. And then we realized that that is not possible. Yeah, exactly. We were like, that is not possible. So how, there is no way you are losing 3 kg immediately just from 1 month of workout. That is not possible. Till we realized that it is not fat that I lost, it is just bloat. It is just bloat. That is all water content. That puffiness, that quote unquote fat, that weight, it's all bloat. It's all bloat. Oh, exactly my reaction. I felt so cheated, you know? I felt so cheated, but yeah. What can you do? What can you do? So I'm trying to find out what causes the bloat, but people, I've been reading things online, people say it can be like allergies. Not quite sure though. Okay, out of her again. Worried will change to worry. Okay, worry, out of her, worry about the exam. Okay, so again, in this case, we are not going to put a full stop. We're gonna put a comma. Just we still please don't forget the comma. I know that when you guys, sometimes there are some students, when you guys are trying to put the 2 lines together, you just blunk it together. But you have to understand that with the full stop over here, it's still 2 separate clauses. Okay, so it is important in this kind of situations to still add that comma to separate them. All right, okay. She could not sleep. Actually, because we talk about her over here, we are given a name. We're gonna say Lina could not sleep. Okay, but also if you're in a situation where they're not giving you a name, for example, if the question was out, she was worried about the exam, she could not sleep, you can just keep it that way. Okay, out of her worry about the exam, she could not sleep. Okay, you don't have to create a name. Okay, but the fact that I'm the reason why I'm putting the name in this case is because they are giving us a definitive name for the character, so we have to include that. All right. And this one, it is reported speech. I'm gonna write that here. Reported speech. All right. I must see her tomorrow, said Mr. Tan. All right. Now, first things first. Reported speech. There are like clear rules that we have to follow. Okay. Clear rules such as you remove the quotation marks, the these things. And for questions, you remove the question mark and you change it into a statement. Okay. These are all things that have to be kept constant. All right, you have to do that. All right. And one of the best ways that I tell students that they can check whether or not their sentence makes sense, because the thing about reported speech is that sometimes after you're doing a lot of changing, it doesn't really make sense, right? So one of the best ways that I tell students that you can check is, let's say you pretend that you're telling a friend something. You pretend that you're telling your friend something a third person told you. For example, I'm telling teacher Mitsuko right now. Mr. Tan said that. Okay, and I'm gonna say my reported speech. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, all right, it is that extra level of checking for you to make sure that what you're writing makes sense. Because a lot of but also do note that that should not be the only thing you're using to check whether it makes sense. All right, you have to follow the grammar rules, you have to follow all the different rules that there are. Okay, this is just the final check before you move on to the next question, because I do understand that some students, you finish, you just move on to the question, and sometimes you end up with S&T answers that do not make much sense. All right, sense. All right, so Mr. Tan said, okay, always said that. All right, I must, okay, must, you have two options. I'm going to give you guys two options to choose from. All right, depending on what your teacher prefers. All right, had to or ought to. Okay, and then we have tomorrow. Tomorrow, you guys can choose the following day or the next day. All right, so it is up to you. It is up to you. All right, you guys can choose. Okay, do listen to the preferences of your teachers as well. Okay, Mr. Tan said that we're gonna change to he, that he, I'm gonna use had to, he had to see her the next day. All right, Mr. Tan said that he had to see. That's correct. Great job. All right. Also, when you guys are doing this, I keep on saying this, but it's so important because some students do make this mistake, and I definitely made this mistake back then as well. When you are some assessment books, when you're doing assessment books, some assessment books have a full stop included at the back, right? But not all exam papers do. Okay, so when you are doing an exam paper, always double check to see if they've already written the full stop for you. If they have, you don't have to write one. But if they don't have one there, you have to write one. If not, it's an incomplete sentence. All right. So please be extra careful about that. All right. Please be extra careful. It's a careless mistake that can cost you marks. All right. And also one more thing is that when you are, my teacher said to still put a full stop and even there's okay, sure, that's okay. That's definitely okay. Yeah, it is to be extra careful. All right, but definitely when you are, let's say you are writing you're given a question that is, let's say he she, it's only he she is not specified, the pronouns are not specified, you won't get penalized. Okay, unless they said Mr. or Mrs., then you have to, use a bit of common sense. All right, okay, let's take a look. All right, I can finish the project by tomorrow. All right, said the designer. Referred. Oh, sorry, I forgot. What level are you at? Like, are you primary 6 this year? Are you primary 6 this year? I like now whenever I move my phone, Matcha moves along. Primary 6. Oh, okay. I just wanted to check. All right. Okay. The designer said, okay, that. Okay, so again, in this kind of situation, we don't really know whether it's a he or she, so I'm just going to use he. Okay, you can use she, it's up to you. That he, okay, could, I'm going to change to could. Finish, I'm going to keep it the same. Finish the project by, so you can have the following day. Or the next day. All right, so it is, I would say some teachers in schools, you guys also have like a standardized thing that your teacher tells you to write. For example, had to, they tell you to write ought to. For tomorrow, they tell you to write the following day. Okay, but just listen to your teacher, definitely. Okay, but I'm just saying that these are some options. Okay, because different teachers might be telling their students different things. All right, both are correct. Okay, they might just have their own preferences. All right, so the designer said that he could finish the project by the next day. All right, you could finish the project by the next day. All right, so you have to have pronoun and tense shifts. All right, I'm gonna write that down. What happened? Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Pronoun and tense. Can you guys see what I'm writing? Okay, I'm gonna move this here. The thing I don't like about the screen is that it crops whatever I'm writing at this side. So sometimes I'm writing and then students tell me, oh, teacher Chia, I cannot see what you're writing. And I'm like, oh, That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Okay, great. You guys can see now. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Again, a bit of where we are getting our questions from. Okay, so the questions that I'm going through are similar to this in the 1000. All right. Okay, the 1000 PSLE synthesis and transformation questions. All right, these are similar to the ones here. The questions in here are all popular test PSLE questions, so we have vetted through them. Okay, our teachers have seen which ones are more likely to come out. You know, what kind of questions are more likely to be tested. Okay, I always tell students you'd rather spend 90% of your time focusing on 50% of your time on something that has a 90% chance of coming out than 50% of your time on something that has a 1% chance of coming out. Okay, yeah, so definitely please I think it's one very good way to be efficient, right? You don't want to spend your time on over focusing on something that is not really going to come out. Okay, but definitely you have to do an overview. Okay, it is important to cover every single thing in your syllabus. All right, okay, 1000 PSLE synthesis and transformation questions. All right, so these are also top school questions. I will show you guys in a bit how to navigate from our live stream all the way to our Linktree page and then to our ebook store so that you guys can make your purchase if you guys are interested, or just check out more details. All right, let's move on. All right. Oh, what happened? What happened? No, the answers. Erase, erase. Oh no, wait, did we? Okay, let's do this. Why is this page not scrolling? Okay, let's take a look at these questions. All right. Oh. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. I love this place, said Linda. Linda said blank. What might the answer be? I'm gonna wait for some answers to roll in. Okay, I see some answers. Okay, Linda said that she loved that place. Okay, first things first, I become she. We're talking about Linda. Okay, we're gonna say Linda said that place. Love past tense, we change it to love said that she loved that place. Okay, great job, great job. Now next question. I can finish this by tonight, said Ali. Ali said blank. Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, I'm waiting for some people to type. All right. Okay. Said that. Okay, that is the hint. Okay. Again. He can I change the code? Hi Ali. Hi Zach Friendly. Wow, everyone's here. Said that he could finish. Okay, finish that. Or you could say it. Alright, it's up to you guys. Bye tonight. Alright. Ali said I eat butter chicken. Butter chicken. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the answer. Alright, first things first. Okay. Let me just get the answers. Okay, now that night. Okay, Ali said that he could finish it by that night. Okay, finish that by that night is also okay. 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 But the butter chicken is not correct, unfortunately. Oh, I am craving butter chicken though. But I'm not allowed to eat chicken anymore. I'm not allowed to eat chicken anymore. No more chicken for me. Alright. The gardener watered the plants, okay? No, nobody tell me the plants watered the gardener, alright? Sure, you like that sweet? Because I talk a lot during lives, I get sore throat, and even if it's not sore throat, I get scratchy. My throat gets scratchy, and that's why you guys see me cough sometimes. So I always have to unmince. I like the sweet. Okay, I'm just using the box, so I'm not. This was the sweet I previously. I'm just trying different ones. This one is cinnamon apple and mixed berries. Now let's see the answer. Okay, we're changing active. All right, active to passive. And now what we can do is let it by. Okay, and the gardener, we are gonna switch positions with the plants. All right. Oh really? That's so cute. Wait, what breed is it? What breed is it? I love cats, but for some reasons, cats don't like me. Kittens like me. Older cats did not. Wait, I need a picture of a ragamuffin. Wait, give me a sec. Moderator, this is the cat that they have. That is not. That is wow. Even the modern. Huh?
It's a nice cat.
It is, but this thing should be very expensive. It's blonde in color. Wait, is it very expensive? Because in Singapore, I remember previously I wanted a cat as well. I loved Naz. Actually, my brother got it from. Your brother got a what? Did you guys adopt it? Is it an adopted cat? No way. Wait, is it adopted? You've got me so invested. What? They got it for free. No way. Oh wow. Oh, please let me know what the website is, okay? Because I am so keen on getting a cat or a dog. But the thing is, the breeds my family likes is so. We were looking at ragdolls. I was looking at ragdolls. It is one of my favorite cats. I like Sphinx, like the Sphinx cat, the naked cats, the ones without fur. But nobody is willing to agree on it. My brother thinks it looks inside out. So that clearly isn't gonna work. So I was like, okay, let's get a ragdoll. And then I went to look up prices about ragdolls, and they start at 1K in Singapore. All right, and then we were also wondering, okay, whether or not we can get like a munchkin or something. You know, the little munchkin cats, all the way from China, and the shipping fee is the same price as the cat. So I'm like, you know, yeah. Because personally, I don't mind stray cats, but the thing about stray cats that I think my family is scared about is that they're very agile creatures. They are not the lazy cats like what do you call that, like munchkins or like the other cats. So they are also yeah, they are too agile that it's a bit scary. But right now I'm still interested definitely to, so if you have the website, please let me know what it is. Please let me know what it is. If it's adoption website, I am more than happy, okay, to pay for not just the cat but the cage. Munchkins are or any type of cat really. But now I'll ask my brother later. Sure, that will be great because right now we actually have a very sweet hamster at home. We have a very sweet hamster at home. We have a very sweet hamster. She's a little girl, okay, and she's a little girl, but she has the biggest attitude ever. All right, biggest attitude. Okay, so I had a bunny and I previously, and now I have a hamster. Both of them have massive attitudes. They're both very sweet. They're both so sweet, but their attitudes and personalities are crazy. Very big personalities. All right. All right. The plants were okay. To get back to the question, I keep getting distracted. Okay, the plants were watered by the gardener. All right. Okay, the plants were watered by the gardener. All right, let's take a look. The children broke the window. What might the answer be? The children broke the window. Okay. The window had been broken by the children. Okay, let's go through. All right. Hi, Zach Friendly. Zach Friendly. I'm just gonna call you Zach. Zach is back. All right. All right. So again, the main thing about these kind of questions is that you want to switch. Okay, you want to switch the subject and object. All right, and then was broken. Okay, because if we're gonna switch it over here, window is gonna be main thing over the subject over here, so anything will be based on the window. Window is singular, was broken by. All right, the window was broken. The window was broken by the, okay, broken by the children. All right, so that is the answer. All right. Oh yeah, the window had been broken. Okay, I get what you're getting at, but okay, we have to use was broken by. All right, was broken by. All right. Okay. 25. He lost his wallet. He was careless. All right. What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Owing to his carelessness, he lost his wallet. Okay, let's see. Owing to, mainly this word, okay, is likely to come out as well, introduces a reason. Okay, but the reason that follows has to be in noun form. Okay, so what we're gonna do, okay, is from he was careless, we're gonna change it to his carelessness. Okay, owing to his carelessness, he lost his wallet. Okay, let's see. Okay, so owing to, okay, we have to introduce the reason. His carelessness. What happened? What happened? Oh my god. Okay. His carelessness. He lost his wallet. All right. So you guys are all correct. Great job. So proud of you guys. You guys have improved so much. All right. Let's see. Question 28. Tom helped the injured puppy It was blank who blank. All right. So this what do you call that? This sentence. All right. There we go. This sentence structure. Okay. It was da 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 who da da da. Okay. This structure is called an apodic structure. All right. It was Tom who helped the injured puppy. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it was emphasizes, okay, who? Okay, emphasizes Tom as the subject. Okay, emphasizes the subject, which is Tom. It was Tom who, okay, what he did, right? Helped the injured puppy. Okay. Okay, so you guys are all correct. Great job. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. 27. What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay. What might the answer be? Though he trained hard, he lost the race. All right. Okay. Let's see this. Okay. Although introduces contrasting ideas. Okay. So a lot of people wrote that although he lost the race, he trained hard. Okay. But I always want to highlight to you guys that let's move from left to right, the start of the sentence this way. Okay. Unless we have to, let's not change it. Okay. S&T is one of the best ways to minimize mistakes is to make minimal changes unless totally necessary. All right. So that is the best way. Okay. So it's actually very simple. So let's move it just down. Okay. Although he trained hard. Oh my God, my handwriting. He trained hard. He lost the race. All right. So that is the answer. Good job, Riffords. Great job. Great job. All right. And then let's see the next question that we have over here. She forgot her wallet. She could not pay for the meal. All right. What might the answer be? Okay. What might the answer be? Has she not forgotten her wallet? Would she pay for the meal? Ooh, okay, let's see. Okay, now had is firstly a conditional. Conditional. All right, conditional. Okay, so what it means is that we have to invert certain things, right? We have to invert, right? Had she, okay, and then when it comes to forgot her wallet, we're gonna invert this. Had she not forgot, okay, had she not forgotten shampoo, conditioner. I think after speaking for a while, especially when I speak very fast, I start like fumbling all over my words. And it is quite irritating. But what can you do? If you guys know any like I don't know, apparently there are speech exercises that can work for that. I don't know. If you guys know any, please let me know. Okay. We're gonna change it to she could not pay for the meal. She, we will say, could have. All right. So make it positive. All right. I feel you. Yeah. What can we do, huh? All right. Had she not forgotten her wallet. She could have. Okay, please don't write this. Okay, please don't write that. Okay, so this is the answer. Very close refer. It's very, very close. She not forgotten her wallet. Would she pay for the meal? Okay, let's try. Could not pay for the meal. We have to make a direct swap, which is could have. All right. Could not pay. Could have paid. All right. So similar. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. You do not study, you will fail. Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Unless you study, you will fail. Okay. Okay, so unless is essentially if not. Try to understand it this. What happened again? Try to understand it as if not. If you do not. Okay, unless understand it in this way. Okay, if unless you. We're gonna change this to study. We're gonna flip this. Okay. Okay, because over here it is also a conditional, or conditional. Okay, so we have to flip it. Okay, unless you study, you will fail. All right, so you are correct. Okay, you refer. It's great job. All right, most people usually get this wrong, but great job. All right, 30. He admired the boy's courage. He clapped. Okay, what might the answer be? What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Oh, the boy's courage. Ignore that. The boy's courage. Okay, okay. The boy's courage, not the boy's courage. All right. Okay. Okay. Hi, Ducky. Okay, so out of. Okay, out of firstly introduces reason. Out of, and we're going to change from admire to. Okay, admiration. Okay, admiration will be admiration for. Okay, out of admiration for the boys. Okay, not boys, the boys' courage. He clapped. All right. So not of admiration of the boys, it's for admiration for. It's okay. It's a small mistake. All right. But now you know. All right. out of something for, okay, admiration for, okay, out of worry for, okay. And then what else do we have? Oh, we are done. Let's see if we have any other ones. Ah, we have these. Okay, let's take a look at these. Give me a sec. Okay, we're just focusing on synthesis today, right? The guest asked Peter, where is the bookshop? Okay, we have done reported speech before, so you guys should be really good with this. Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, this is reported speech. Not reported sheep. Oh my god, reported speech. What happened? Oh my god. Okay. The guest asked Peter where was the bookshop. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, the guest asked Peter. Okay, again, firstly, sheep. Okay, the guest asked Peter where the bookshop was. All right, let's take a look. All right, first things first, we are going to try to remove these and change this into a sentence. All right, so from where is the bookshop, we have the is becomes was. All right, okay, so where the bookshop was. All right, so we're not going to say where is the bookshop or where was the bookshop. We're going to say where the bookshop was. All right, the guest asked Peter where. All right. Oops, don't worry, it's a fair mistake. But please remember to always change your question to a statement. All right. So like for example, when I'm talking, let's say if I'm talking with teacher Mitsuko right now, I said, the guest asked Peter where was the bookshop. So it is awkward. But if I would say the guest asked Peter where the bookshop was, it makes sense, right? Okay, so it has to be more of a statement because I'm recounting something someone else said. All right, I'm not asking teacher Mitsuko the question. All right. Okay, the teacher asked the students, why are you late for class? Okay, another time for you guys to practice. What might the answer be? Okay, take this as practice. Take this as practice. Okay, you guys can take this as practice. Okay, why are you late for class? Okay, what might the answer be? The teacher asked the students why they were late for class. The teacher asked the students why they were late for class. Ooh, okay, so you guys both have the same answers this time. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, R, we're going to change the word. U, we're going to change the day. Okay, Y, and then after that, we have to make changes to reflect that there is not only a tense shift, but as well as there is we change it from a statement, a question to a statement. Okay, as the students, why? Let's switch. They were late for class. Teacher asked the students why. Okay, so that is correct. You both are correct. Great job. All right. The surgeon operated on the patient successfully. A team of doctors assisted him. Okay, so how do we add with the into this? Okay. Okay, I see answers. With the assistance of a team of doctors, the surgeon operated on the patient successfully. The assistance of a team of doctors. Okay. With the introduces instrument. Okay, so something that you're using. Okay, so over here, what's being used is the team of doctors. Okay, so assistant, we're going to change to with the assistance of. Okay, remember to retain okay, we do not want to change it to the. Okay, a lot of people make that mistake. Assistance of a team of doctors, and then we put this in the main sentence, the surgeon. It's okay. But the mistakes you're making are all very common, so I wouldn't say definitely worry about them. Just be a bit more careful, okay? Maybe slow down on doing questions, okay? Get more fluent. It's okay. Okay, so the assistance of a team of doctors, the surgeon operated on the patient successfully. Okay, so yeah, okay. Let's see the next one. The police caught the thief quickly. A sniffer dog helped them. Okay, so similarly with the introduces instrument. Okay, so what else? Okay, what else? Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, let's go through. Okay, with the, okay, again, help with the help, we change the help with the help of, remember, a sniffer dog. The police okay, so that will be the answer. All right, that will be the answer. All right, what might be the next question's answer? All right, okay, a clap of thunder. Okay, so it's active to passive again. Okay, what might the answer be? Okay. A clap of thunder had woken us up last night. All right. Okay. Now we were woken up. Okay. So had woken up. Okay. Okay. Were woke up. Actually, we have to change it to woke us up. Right. Okay. Clap of thunder woke us up last night. Actually. Yep, woke us up. That is correct. All right. Okay. We're woken up is woke us up. All right. Okay. So let's take a look. I just realized that your profile picture is the cat that you're talking about, right? Oh, that is so cute. I just realized that your profile picture is a cat. I'm very short-sighted. All right. Okay. Okay, let's see the next question. Okay. What might your answer be? Okay. Hi, Ducky. He's the brother of your ragamuffin? Wait, so you guys got both for free? You guys got both cats for free? Ragamuffins are not cheap though. What? That's crazy. The strong wind slammed the door shut. Alright. The strong wind. Okay. So firstly, the door. Yes, sir. No way. You gotta find that website for me. I just. Ooh, ragamuffins for free? No way. That's great. That's great. What are their names? What are their names? I'm expecting caramel mochi. I don't know why. Okay, the door was slammed shut by the strong wind. Okay, the strong wind slammed. Okay. Okay, was slammed shut. We change it to slammed shut. Okay, so the strong winds. Okay, but we put the door here. The strong wind slammed the door shut. Oh, so it is adoption. So it is adoption. Like the owners, maybe they are not able to take care of them, and you guys like took over, right? Wait, how old were they when you brought them home? Ah, I see. How old were they? Right? You are correct. You're correct. Correct, Ducky. Correct. All right. David stopped work. He injured his back. What might the answer be? Okay, owing to. Why can I scroll in? Oh, I see. Okay. How old were they? Were they like kittens still? Were they kittens? Kittens? I love kittens. Okay, David stopped work, he injured his back, so owing to introduces reason or cause, whatever you like to call it. Okay, so effect is this and cause is this. Oh, okay, I see. So they were a bit older when they came to your place. Are they still very close to you? Are they still very close to you? Honestly, I think a lot of families enjoy getting kittens home, but I feel like if they're close to you when they come home at 2 years, I don't really see the issue. Okay, so owing to, so he injured his back, we gotta make it into a noun, all right? Cause that has to be a noun. Oh, but when we first got them, they were hiding under the bed. But honestly, with animals, it is usually always like that. When I first got my hammy home, Yeah, no, she wasn't hiding. No, she just explored. Never mind. Some cats, I would say, also depends on personality. As soon as my hamster got home, she started drinking water, and the place was hers. She knew the place was hers, and she just like walked around like sniffed around, and drank a lot of water, and I went to sleep. And yeah, owing to his, okay, we have to do noun, his injured back. Owing to his injured back, David stopped the work. Okay. Okay, let's move on. All right, great job, everyone. Great job, Ducky. Great job, Referred. All right. The athlete withdrew from the race. He sprained his ankle. All right, what might the answer be? Do I have any more questions for you guys? Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. Okay. The athlete withdrew from the race. He sprained his ankle. What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Owing to a sprained ankle. All right. So again, owing to introduces reason, and it's usually a noun. All right. So the athlete withdrew from the race. All right, because that's an effect. All right, and he sprained his ankle as the cause. All right, we're gonna change the cause to noun. We're gonna change it into his sprained ankle. Okay, owing to his sprained ankle. The athlete. Okay, that is the answer. All right, let's take a look at the next question. The desk was vandalized. Peter did it. All right, what might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? I don't like studying. All right. So this was vandalized by none other than Peter. All right, let's take a look. All right. Okay. First things first, we are okay, let's see. None other, none other. Okay, none other does add emphasis. So, okay. So we can say there are actually two ways to answer this. Okay, but let's go with the apodic structure. Apodic structure, which is Peter. Come on, IDK. Come on. Apodic structure is it was Okay, it was who? Okay, so we can do it was none other. It was, sorry, none other than Peter who vandalized the desk. All right. All right, it was none other than Peter who vandalized the desk. All right, let's see the next one. The artwork was destroyed. Jane was responsible. What might the answer be? Okay. So you guys have a hint, a bit of a hint from the last one already. All right. Okay, sure, let me see the previous answer. Okay, okay. Okay, it was none other than Jane. Okay. Again, it is, let's work with metallic structure. Okay. It was none other than, okay, let's use Jane. Jane. Oh my god, my handwriting. None other than Jane who destroyed the artwork. All right, it was none other than Jane who destroyed the artwork. Okay, great job. Great job. We are done with synthesis. Okay, everything that we just did, okay, they are all similar to the questions in this book. All right, 1000 PSLE synthesis and transformation questions. All right, these are all questions that have been vetted by our teachers. They are questions that we think are more likely to come out with our, based on our years of experience. All right, and based on trend analysis. Okay, we do want students to be prepared for these kind of questions. Okay, so this book does include 1000 top school questions. They are all top school questions that students are working on. So with this book, okay, students won't have to have their parents or do it themselves to consolidate questions they are weak in. They can simply purchase a book that is focused on a topic they are more weak in. All right, so I will show you guys a bit more later on about how to go navigate to the ebook store. All right, and I will also show you guys a picture of my hamster because you guys did such a good job today. All right, Rifford, I've seen that picture of your cat, so I will show you a picture of my hamster. All right. Okay, let's do this. Okay, it's a Compre close. It is a fair exchange. All right, it is a fair exchange. Are your cats males or females? I'm very interested in like cats. That's why I keep asking questions. I'm interested. I'm very invested in your pets. All right. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys some time to look at these questions all together. All right. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay. Thank you so much for the likes, everyone. Oh, it's so cold. This is one of the first times that I didn't wear a sweater in this room for more than like 3 hours. For more than 3 hours, actually. Oh, so cold. Put sweater on. And mind you, this is that I'm wearing right now. This is winter wear. That's how cold this room is. Alright. I'm wearing jeans and winter wear, and I'm still cold. Okay, so it either says that there's something wrong with me, or it says there's something wrong with this room. All right, so I think it's the latter. All right, so there's something wrong with this room. All right, let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look. Holding my phone right now because it's so cold. Just the warmth. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, octopuses are sea creatures known for their rounded bodies, bulging eyes, and 8 long legs. All 8 long arms. Sorry. All right. Okay. Okay. They live in all the world's oceans, but typically found in abundance. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Indeed. It is so cold. I'm freezing. They live in all the world's oceans, but are typically found in abundance in warm tropical waters. Blank they thrive. Okay, what might the answer be? All right. Again, with Compre, I'm gonna write this down. Oh, I'm so cold. Okay, I'm gonna write it here. Okay. Note, things to note, all right? So 2 sentences before. 2 sentences after. 1 word. Okay, word before. Word after. Oh my god, my handwriting. Okay. Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Ha ha ha, when they try. Okay, now let's take a look. Okay, first things first. Okay, they live in all the world's oceans. Okay, warm tropical waters. Okay, so this is more of a place. Okay, this is more of a place where something happens. So when we're talking about a location, we usually will use the word where. Okay, where they thrive. Okay, when is more for location. Okay, if they were to say but are typically found in abundance in summer. Okay, then it would be when they thrive, all right? Oopsies, it's okay, all right? We're learning, right? Okay, octopuses together with their cousins. Oh, what happened to this? Why is it blinking? Wire is blinking. That's not a good sign. It's never a good sign. No, it finished charging. That's why I was blinking. All right. Okay. Octopuses, along with their cousins, the squid. All right. They're both yummy. Blank, often considered monsters of the deep, as most live near the ocean floor. However, some species live in relatively blank waters that are often less than 200 meters in depth. Right? So, we're talking about these guys. These guys. Okay? So, again, okay? Again, note this. Okay? I love eating squid. No, it's I don't know. I don't know. The head is also very chewy. But But squid tentacles are amazing though. I think it depends how it's made. I think it depends where and how it's made. But they are both very, very yummy. Yeah. Okay, so a while back I went to Korea, and what happened was that at first I wanted to try like raw octopus. I want to try, you know, the squiggling octopus that they sell in Korea. But then what happened was that I went ahead and tried raw crab. All right, I tried raw crab. The crab that everyone says that was super nice, and the texture just threw me off. And afterwards, I did not dare to try raw squid or raw octopus because I had raw crab and raw prawn. It was just marinated, it was not cooked. The texture was very funny. I will just say that I've never tasted anything like that. And I'll be open to try again someday. But today is not the day. Alright, so that is it was a very interesting experience, and we actually waited so long. It was a place called Odari Jeep. I don't know if I'm not pronouncing that right. Odari Jeep, and raw crab. Yes. So it was like the meat of the crab was still transparent. That's how raw it was, and it was soft, squishy. It's not even like jelly. Okay, it's not even as solid as jelly. The texture just I never tasted anything like that before. There are people who really, really enjoy it, but me and my friend, we were not one of those people. It was an interesting experience though, because we got to drink some nice like freshly made makgeolli, and as well as have like um the what do you call that? You know, the bouncy egg thingy that they make, the egg tofu. I forgot what it's called in Korea, but it is made so much better than it is in Singapore. So overall, it was a great experience, but the crab was questionable. I don't know. This is one of the top places to eat crab, so I know it's a me problem. I know it's a me problem. I don't know. Some people love it. All right. Anyways, okay. Okay. So again, we are talking about the plural subject of octopuses and squid. Okay, and we are also another hint is that monsters of the deep. So it is plural. Okay. So the answer will be are often considered as monsters of the deep, as most live near the ocean floor. All right. However, some species live in relatively blank waters that are often less than 200 meters in depth. Okay, what might the answer be? Shallow. That is correct. All right. So the hint over here is that, however, it is a contrast. All right. So we're saying that these creatures live, okay, monsters of the deep live in the ocean floor, so they're very, very deep. Okay. However, so there is that contrast. So we're gonna imagine that it's somewhere shallow. And the second hint is that less than 200 meters in depth. So the word less than. All right. So shallow is correct. Great job. All right. Great job. Great job. Okay, the diet of octopuses blank mainly crabs, shrimp, and lobsters. All right, what might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay, R. I see BT says R. Okay, refer refers. What might your answer be? Okay, hi Clarissa. What might your answers be? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now we are talking about mainly crabs, shrimps, and lobsters. So we are almost giving an example. Okay, so what we're gonna use over here, because we're talking about a main group, okay, we can say includes. All right, includes mainly crabs, shrimps, and lobsters. Okay, some people have asked why can't it be consists. All right, if you were to write consist, you would have to say consists of, all right? And then it would be two words, so that is incorrect, all right? Consists of, yeah, it's incorrect. It is incorrect because you can't put down two words, all right? So of would require consist would require the word of after it, right? Okay, so we have to stick with include. Okay, include is the safer answer. That mainly. Okay, so includes fits the best. R is a bit awkward. Okay, I see BT put down R, but R is a bit awkward. Okay, so includes is safer. All right. On rare blanks, they have been observed to attack larger prey, blank sharks. What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay, that is correct. On rare occasions. Oops, spoke the wrong. Okay, they have been. Okay, rare occasions is a common phrase. Okay, blank sharks. Blank sharks. What is number 6? Okay, what is number 6? Okay, including shirts. Hmm. 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 That larger prey. Actually, I would accept including. Okay, I would accept including because my answer was like sharks because we're giving an example. So that is the safer answer, but I would accept including sharks. I would accept that. Okay, I was about to say like I like how you put the thing over there. All right. Okay, using the rolls of powerful suction cups which line their arms, they grab their prey and pull it blank their mouths. All right, pull it blank their mouths. What might the answer be? Two words. Ooh. Okay. That is correct. All right. Great job. Okay, Rupert, you're actually doing better than most students when it comes to this compre. All right, you should be proud of yourself. All right. Sometimes octopuses crawl blank the ocean floor, sticking their long arms into small openings or crevices to seek blank their prey. What might the answer be? What might the answer be? I'm usually bad at this. I think it's okay. Practice makes perfect. Okay, and it's also partially momentum. You have been doing questions with me since 11:30. So you are the tempo was already there. The rhythm is already there, you know? What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay. That is correct. Great job. On the ocean floor. Okay? You're crawling on a surface. Alright? Sticking their long arms into small openings or crevices to seek blank their prey. Alright? Seek what? Their prey. Alright? What might the answer be? seek what? Their prey. Hi, Joel. Seek for their prey. Actually, the answer is seek out. Okay, seek out is a common phrasing. It's a phrasal verb. Okay, it's a phrasal verb meaning to look carefully for something. I need to seek out answers. Okay. Oh, hi, Joel. How are you doing, Joel? Right. Octopuses are blank creatures which live by themselves. Okay. Octopuses are blank. Aquatic. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. Any other answers? Aquatic creatures. Octopuses are blank creatures which live by themselves in dens built from rocks. Any other answers? Any other answers? All right, let's take a look. Okay, there are no other answers. Let's take a look. Okay, first things first, we are looking. The hint that we have here is live by themselves. Okay, so which live by themselves. So this must be related. This, unfortunately, is not aquatic. Aquatic is correct. Okay, if we're talking about octopuses, by logic it is correct, but we really have to take into consideration the fact that they live by themselves. Okay, so any other answers? Yes. Yeah, so we have these options. Okay, lone creatures, or you can write solitary creatures. Okay, I have heard other answers before. I will list them out. Other answers such as antisocial creatures. Okay, the meaning is not wrong, but with antisocial, you don't typically use it for animals. You don't call an animal antisocial, right? Lonely. Okay, lone creatures means that they are solitary creatures. That means they do well alone. Okay, but if you say someone is lonely, you mean that someone is almost sad, right? Someone is in a sad emotional state. It is the spelling is similar, okay, but the meaning is different. Yes, the meaning is different. The meaning is different, all right? Okay. Okay, to keep themselves blank, they create rock doors as shields. Okay, my hamster does that as well. She takes the substrate that we give her, the tissue paper, and she shoves it in front of her door such that nobody can enter her little nest. It's a thing. I don't know. To keep themselves blank, they create rock doors as shields to keep out predators. Okay, what might the answer be? What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay, what might the answer be? Safe or protected. All right. Safe is correct, to keep themselves safe. All right, that is correct. All right, to keep themselves safe. All right. Okay, that is correct. What about the next question? Okay, next question. All right. They create rock doors as shields to keep predators out. Blank threatened. All right. Blank threatened. Octopuses shoot an inky fluid that darkens water, confusing the attacker in order to blind their escape. What might the answer be? When is correct, all right? when threatened, right? So you're talking about an occasion, right? Condition, right? When threatened, right? And then we also have octopuses shoot an inky fluid that darkens the water, confusing the attacker in order to blank their escape. Okay, what is the phrase? In order to blank their escape, right? Blank their escape. Make is correct. Make your escape. It is commonly used phrase. Okay. They are also masters of blank, which can alter their skin to take on a range of colors, textures to help them blank in with their surroundings. All right, what might the answer be? Okay. Okay, I see answers. Disguise. Okay, hi Sandy Lynn. Okay, what other answers? Any other answers? Orphans. Heard it. Heard it. Alright, disguise. Okay, I will accept disguise. Masters of disguise. Or you can say masters of deception. Alright. Okay, so both are okay. To help them blank in with their surroundings. What might the answer be? What might the answer be? What might the answer be? Blend is correct. To blend in. I was just saying also that moment when I said it, I paused and I was like, oh no. Blend. Alright. Despite this ability, some octopuses cannot escape their fate of becoming a delicacy on someone's dinner plate. My favorite, I love octopuses. My favorite is, you know, the Japanese stores that are in Singapore, they sell like the red mini octopuses with like sesame and like sauce. That is chef's kiss. My ultimate favorite growing up. I've loved that that dish since I was like a kid, like a young girl, and I will forever love it. All right, it is the best, like chewy, the best like crunchy octopus there is. All right, is it affordable? It is. It is like, okay, I would say, okay, growing up, I always got my parents to buy it for me, but then now it is. If you go to there's a place called is it Umi Sushi? I don't know. They sell it for like $3 to $4 for like a box. $3 to $4, a small box. I don't know. Other places they might sell it for a bit more expensive, right? But I mean it's seafood, so I never really had high hopes for like its affordability, very honestly. But if you were to eat it in a restaurant, I would definitely say that it's gonna be a bit more expensive. But it tastes the same no matter where it's made, and it's always good. That's what I love about it. All right, it brightens my day. All right. Okay. Okay. Actually, we are a few minutes away from the end of this live. All right, we will be rejoining back again in a few minutes. Okay, but for now, let me just show you guys how to navigate to the ebook page, and we'll go through questions with the remaining time we have because we actually only have 5 minutes left. All right.
Is it affordable?
Oh no, they were talking about the food.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys can take a look. I am looking at the live stream along with you guys. Okay, you guys can see this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is for those who want to make that purchase, you guys can see this over here. Okay, the ebooks that we were going just now is going through just now with the synthesis and transformation and the complete close. Okay, I will show you guys what it is. Okay, just stay tuned with me. All right, so you guys see this little profile that you see over here. If you click it, this will pop up. This is the Writers at Work profile. You click the profile pic again, and it shall show you our main page. Okay, over here you can see when we're live. You can see we're live right now, and you can see what we're posting, whether it's educational content or whether it's fun content, or if it's updates for our holiday classes. It's all here. And you see this little bold link over here. The Linktree link is our link. Okay, if you click it, okay, it's taking a while. All right, so you guys can see the third one is actually an ebook store. If you scroll, see the third one is an ebook store. If you press and hold, it shall bring you to this page. See, it brings you here. I click it. Okay, so this is our ebook page. You should be able to see all the ebooks that we have and make your purchase if you want. So it's a bit of shopping, all right? So we have the PSLE model oral responses that I went through previously, grammar and vocab questions, O-level, we have those two. Okay, let me find the one that I was going through. We have for synthesis and transformation. This was the one we went through just now. So this is 1,000 top school questions, all right, all been vetted through bio teachers. So it is all the most popular kind of topics that we are going through. Okay, the topics that are most likely to come out in school. So it is targeted practice, all right, with O levels as well. I will show you guys the Compre Close. Okay, so for those who are interested, okay, if you guys navigate to the top, you guys should be able to see 3 buttons. If you guys click it, you can choose primary school or secondary school, and it shall filter everything out for you. All right, let me scroll and show you guys the cover. Okay, so we have the grammar MCQ practice that we did the other day. Okay, if you guys are interested, you guys can click the buy now button just to see the contents inside. All right, synthesis and transformation. And we have the comprehension close questions that we're going through. It's great for students who are feeling a bit weak in that, okay? So over 1,000 comprehension close. So these are all top school questions, and they are all the popular tested questions that based on our trend analysis are more likely to come out, all right? So this is what we have, okay? But for those, if you guys want to go back to the live, okay, from here, you guys can see this page. If you guys were to click the back button, you guys should be able to come here, see this live button, click it, and you are back in the live, right? Okay. Yep. We are 3 minutes away from the end of this live. Oh my goodness. 2 minutes actually. Yes, you're right. All right. So we can sit and chat. We can definitely sit and chat. All right, sit and chat. Okay, we will continue the Compre Close later. Okay, because a lot of people keep saying that you guys are weak in Compre Close. You guys don't feel like you guys are that good. So I think it is worth it to have some extra practice on that. Okay, you guys hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me now. All right. So it is good to have that extra practice. Okay, yep. But please let me know if you guys have. Sure, if I pay, will it deliver to doorstep? For this one, this is an ebook. This is an ebook. So you can download it and use it directly on your phone. You can use it on your laptop. You can use it on your iPad. All right. So it really depends what you use to study. Or if you prefer it in like actually like printed out form, you can print it out. Oh yeah, it is ebook. Okay, we realized that ebooks are a lot more convenient for students. Okay, personally as well for me, I like to study on the go. So I also prefer my work in PDF form. All right, and also for our oral ebooks, all right, we do have videos included. So it is it's just more convenient for everyone if we give it to you guys in ebook form. All right. Oh, Mochi has fallen over. Mochi, stand up. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we are at the end of this live. We will be back in 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, I will see you guys then. All right.